Hey guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Let's make something super pretty, super easy, and super feminine. Y'all stay tuned. So y'all know I love making bags and boxes and things like that. It's just one of those things that I can never make enough of. So today I decided I would make a very large bag, and it is such a wonderful bag. And I'm going to bring it in so you guys can see it. And it's this bag. And my sister was the one who gave me the idea for this. I don't know how many of you remember the Sweet 16 donuts. I don't know if they still sell those or not, but she suggested that I try making a bag that kind of mimics the Sweet 16 donut bag with the opening in the front and then the top rolls down. So that's exactly what I did here, and you can see how I folded it. And this bag is really a very nice size, and it's perfect for giving any type of a gift in, or anything that you would want to put in here. It's a very large bag. It's actually 6 by 6.5 and 3 inches deep, so you've got a lot of room to be able to fill it with whatever it is you want to fill it with. And the way that it works is I had to put magnets on the back of this one because I don't have any more Velcro dots, but I'm going to get some because this is a project on which I would put Velcro dots. But basically all I did was rolled down the top, and then we fold it over just like that, and we end up with this wonderful little bag. And the paper is just gorgeous, and then I accented it with just a little bit of paper flowers, and then I decided I would take one of the Hey Girl stickers and just put her down in the corner because I think that's cute. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this really quick. And for today's project I am going to be using paper from the Pretty Petals paper pad, and it's from the Paper Studio, and there really are just some beautiful patterns in this book. They're just gorgeous. So if you get a chance to pick one up, it's well worth the money, especially when it's 50% off, because you'll get this pad and it's got 60 sheets in it, and you'll be able to get it for $10 when it's 50% off. Alright, so we need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 paper, and what I'll be doing is scoring this at 3 on 3 sides. And then I'm going to turn it on the side that I did not score it at 3, and I am going to score this at every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, and I'll score it 3 times. So 1/2 inch, 1, and then 1.5. And we'll be left with this. So I'll do it again. So I'm going to score this at 3 on 3 sides. And then on the side where I did not score at 3, I am going to make 3 1/2 inch scores. So 1/2 inch, 1, and 1.5. And then I am going to fold and burnish these score marks. Alright guys, so once we've got our burnishing done of the score lines, we're going to take one of the 12 by 12 pieces, and it will have 2 corner pieces that we need to get rid of. So I am going to bring in my finger blade and just remove these. And all I'm doing is cutting up to the score line, and I am removing this piece just like that. So I'll be left with this. And then when I do the other one, on this one I cut up from the bottom. On this one I want to cut this way. So here are my top pieces, and I'm just going to cut sideways. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll bring in my finger blade, and I'm not removing it, I'm just creating a tab. So then I'll come back and I'm going to notch that just a little bit, and I'll do the same thing over here. Just like this. So we're going to be left with this, and what we'll be doing is we're going to join this piece to this piece. But before I do, I just want to remove a little bit of this piece. Not a lot, just a little. And that's going to make it easier for me just to position this down and get my bag nice and tight. Okay, so now I'll take my reptile glue and I'm just going to spread it out on this piece here. And I'm going to give it a good coating because I want to make sure that everything stays down. And then I'm going to take this piece and just attach it to this piece. So all I'm doing is taking this end here and I'll match it up here. So I'm matching it up so that the ends are flush. And I'll slide it over if I need to. Then I'll come back with my paper towel and get everything nice and stuck down. And I'll come back with my bone folder and do the same. And so now we get to put our box together. So this is going to be the front here because it'll be seamless. But before I do it, I want to go ahead and cut an opening in this bag. So I have a piece that measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to position it like that. And then I'll glue this down. Oops. Lost control of my glue there. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. Find where I want to place this. Then I'm going to put it down so that it gets stuck down. And then I'll come back with my finger blade and I'm simply going to cut around it. So this is just acting as a window template for me, and I'll just cut it out. And then I'll lift it up just like that. And now what I want to do is I want to come back with my piece of acetate. So my window is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and my piece of acetate is a little larger than 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. So all I'm doing is going along the edge because I want to get this stuck down. And then I am going to take this and just get it positioned so that my glue is not showing through the window. And I'm just going to pat down just a little bit to help that stick. And while that is drying, we can go ahead and put our beautiful bag together. So the way that we're going to do this is we will start with the back here. And what we'll do is add our glue to the tab. And then we're going to bring this piece up. And we're going to make sure that we get it nice and even on the side. So this is a big bag, and not all of it is going to be viewable when I'm doing this piece. So now that we've got that stuck down, we're going to come over to the other side. We'll place our glue here. And then we will bring this back piece up, just like this. I'm going to get it matched up so that my bottoms are nice and straight. and then I'll come in with my bone folder and smooth this down. And now we get to take our front piece and do the same thing, but this time we're going to make sure that the tops line up. That's your goal. If it's not straight at the bottom or flush at the bottom, that's okay, because we want the top to line up. So I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to give this a good covering. And then I'm going to lay this down just like this, bring it up, but I am going to make sure that my tops match. And then I'll get the rest stuck down. So see how the tops match there? That's exactly what we want. And I'll come in with my bone folder and get this nice, tight, and right. And guys, this is some next level crafting. We are using beautiful papers. We are using acetate. We are taking something so simple as a beautiful piece of paper and turning it into something truly functional but beautiful. I don't know about you all, but I would love to receive a gift in this bag. And you can do this with your Christmas bags, or if you're going to a Thanksgiving, you can do it there as well. So I'm going to come on this side, get this matched up, then I'm going to lay this on the side and come in with my bone folder and get everything just nice and pretty. And our bag is almost done, so all I'm going to do at this point is just start pinching it to get it ready to be folded, just like this. And you can pinch it down as far as you want on the side, but I think this works for me. So then I'm going to come back with my bone folder and just kind of give it a little treatment on the front and the back, because I want my edges to be nice and smooth. So then at this point, this is what we have. We have a donut bag. So all I'm doing is taking where I made those scores and I'm just folding them down just like this. So we get it folded down just like this. And on this one I decided to just make it a little bit wider because I think I actually like the wider back. And all I did was open one up. You can have yours wide or as narrow as you want. It really is personal preference. So then at this point, once I have it the way that I want it, I am going to take some glue, because I don't have any Velcro, but I would use Velcro for this if I had it. And I don't, so I'm having to use glue. So all I'm going to do is take some glue, put it on the back of my magnet, and I'm going to let this magnet dry for just a little bit, because it needs to really set up on that paper, or it's simply going to come apart when I put the other magnet on it. So now that I have one magnet stuck down, I'm going to take the other magnet and just let it find the first one, and then I'll take some glue, place it on there, and then I'll come back with my little clip just to hold the second magnet in place while it dries. And now I am going to do just some very light decorating to this particular bag. And I think what I want to go with is I have some more of these flowers and I think they're just cute. So I am going to put just a little drop of glue on the back, and I'm not showing you guys my ugly glue gun because it's just too distracting. And then I'm using this sticker pack, the 100% Girl sticker pack from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take her and put her right there in the corner. No real reason, I just think they look cute on there. So there we have it. Alright guys, so our little bag is done and it is just so stinking cute. And I'm calling it a little bag, but it's actually a very large bag. And I think that I may have given you guys the wrong measurements at the beginning. This bag is actually 6 by 7. I think I said 6 by 6.5, but it's 6 by 7. And this is a large bag and you can put a lot in it. And then when you open it up, as you can see, you have something that looks like a nice little lunch bag. You can put all types of goodies in this, and for those of you who really want reusable bags, this certainly is one when you use a good quality paper, such as the paper that I showed you in that paper pad. And you can open and close these multiple times and still have your bag look very cute and very elegant. And I think y'all have to admit, aren't these just cute, cute, cute? And so functional and so practical. So the next time that we're giving gifts and we give it in something like this, it doesn't even matter what's inside of the bag, because when you look at this bag, it is adorably cute. And if you're going to put something heavy in these bags, I would suggest that you add either some chipboard or some cardboard to the bottom so that the bottom doesn't sag. So let's go ahead and just reinforce these if we need to. If not, your bag is fine the way it is. It'll hold some goodies, some candies, some socks, whatever you want to put in it. This is a perfect little gift bag. Change out the papers and you can use this for any season. So I hope that you guys have liked this project, and if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family so that you can get an immediate notification whenever we are making beauties like this. And this bag really is a beauty. So y'all have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.